every single one of us at certain parts of the day are in natural state. We're in natural state. But we don't value that. We don't give that any significance. The only difference between a sage and a kind of regular person is a sage has come to honor that sense of emptiness. They are comfortable in that space where they are just as they are. Even to call it the present moment is a kind of narrowing down of the infinite. But in order to value it, you must have somehow transcended part of the mind, because the mind, when I speak about the self, half of the room just switches off. I speak about love, about being, everyone is listening. I speak about the self, I just feel it energetically, people just go. Because something can't hear it. It's like there's some block that can't hear it. Because the mind just doesn't want to know about that. This is the paradox. We're seeking truth. But when truth is presented in front of us, the mind turns away. But some people have come to see that even the mind turning away is being perceived by something else which doesn't turn away. The mind is always going to be wanting to buy more time. Yeah, let me just think about that, Paul. I'm going to get back to you tomorrow about that. I say, okay, you know. It's not in my hands when anyone gets this. The state of the self, the pure self, is just that. It's that minus the mind. It's that minus the identity. It's that minus everything you've believed about yourself. You're just resting in natural state of being. That is all I've got to share with you. I don't have anything else beyond that. If you're looking for great experiences, I'm not your man. But if you're looking for truth, if you're looking for simplicity, clarity, then stay here. Stay here. If you've come to the point in your life where something inside you is seeking truth more than anything else, stay here and listen. Then, once this is clear for you, you will be able to pick up any book by any great sage. You will be able to read Osho's writing on Zen, and you will see immediately what he's speaking of. You will be able to pick up Ramana Maharshi's book, Who Am I? And you will see immediately what he's speaking of. You will pick up Nisargadatta's book, I Am That, and you will know immediately what he is speaking of. What I'm sharing is not new. Jnana Yoga has been here since the beginning of time. It isn't some paradigm that I've dreamt up. It is a tried and tested way to awaken. It is like putting up a big mirror in front of you. The self is like a mirror. It is reflecting everything. But now I'm asking you, reflect the mirror on yourself. Instead of the mirror reflecting everything else, recognize the mirror to be yourself. The pure mirror. The self is like a pure mirror. It sees everything, but it itself cannot be seen as an object. It knows everything, but it itself cannot be known as an object. It is the subject. My own master, he said, there is nothing you need to do to be yourself, but there is something you need to recognize in order to stop being what you are not. I say again, there is nothing you need to do to be yourself, but there is something you need to recognize in order to stop being what you are not. The moment we begin to recognize the witnessing consciousness, we are no longer caught in the spell of the separate identity. There is a space in us which is witnessing and perceiving whatever is taking place. I'm inviting you to be there. Be there. You're going to come to see that it never changes. Nothing you can do can improve it. It is perfect beyond the idea of perfection. But there cannot be you and it. You have to merge inside it, either through inquiry or through surrender. The separate I has to fold, and that the true self is here. Some of you can hear these words.